Okay guys, first win of the season, first home win and a bumper crowd to boot.
Yeah, a good evening. Brilliant crowd. At times we just didn't do enough to get them behind us early in the game, did we? But I think you give credit to Gainsborough for the way they started. They moved it a little bit better than us. First 10-15 minutes we had to get to grips with their formation. But it's just good to get the first win under as quick as you can, and that can hopefully start to build some momentum from that.
Thought we looked a bit nervous perhaps, didn't we all?
Yeah, we were, weren't we?
Crowd possibly.
Understandably.
Crowd possibly.
Crowd,
Yeah.
possession.
Expectation.
Big expectations on the lads. It's been built up so much, hasn't it?
Yeah,
And it'll
yeah.
always be that. So, you know, the sooner we can get some more wins under our belt and they can relax a little bit, and that'll be off the shoulders, then the better. We'd have to keep playing it down as much as we can, but you know, the whole summer period has just been about us, hasn't it, and how much has whatever else has been put into the football club and this, that and the other. So it's, you know, full credit to them for dealing with it as best they can.
Played better Saturday and lost, and not as good tonight. Third gear tonight, and you know, got a nice 3-1 win.
Yeah, early on, like you said, Gainsborough really probably started the better, and certainly was stifling us. And then you moved Cowps. You go to 4 at the back.
Yeah, I went to 4
and 4 in the middle, and that seemed to make a difference.
Yeah, he was really strong in there, that Cowps, that last period of the first half, and then that enabled us to get a few more bodies forward, and then we got a knock down off a decent cross and great strike from Isaac, just right on cue really. Yeah. And
never looked like it was going to be anything other than an easy win, and then they get a goal out of nothing.
Similar to Saturday really, you know, 2 goals really out of nothing, and tonight again I don't know, it's bounced, and I think Big Robbie's gone to, I think it might have been a foul, but he's gone to head it or, you know, clear it and didn't clear it, and then the lads come on through, tidy little finish, but puts us under the cosh again, and it's like you say, you look to the bench again then, and you've got plenty of options, which is really positive.
Inspired substitution and obviously a training ground move put you back in front.
Yeah, he's got good delivery, so you know, if it didn't go straight in, then another one. You know, probably second free kick was the better cross of the 2. Nobody was on the end of it. That was just waiting to be put in from about 3 or 4 yards. So that's why he's here, because he's got that kind of quality, and he can do that. And then obviously Wilson comes on and gets the goal that he needed, and he's all about that strength and getting across people, and so he'll be delighted with that. I know he will.
Yeah, going back to Saturday, played really well, and yet lost the game somehow.
Yeah,
it's a strange one, wasn't it? It was a strange one, but
yeah, we first 20 minutes, half an hour possibly, was all us.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, if we just got one of those, taken one of those chances and got the first one, they'd have had to come and keep coming in. That would have just set us up for more, I think. But Boston are decent at home and have got a good, you know, I think 2 defeats all year last year, so it says something about their strength of character at home, and they dug in when they needed to.
I thought the biggest compliment they paid us was the fact that a club of their size and stature just stuck 10 men behind the ball for the last quarter of an hour.
Well, do you remember Tony McMillan with about 5 minutes to go? I think he was 20
in
yards in.
Yeah.
You know, so it was hard though. I think when looking back, I mean, the gaffer said that, you know, hindsight, we should have maybe tried to go wide and get him behind their full-backs rather than they just backed up, you know. So we had nowhere to go, and it gets a little bit desperate, and we were just, you know, in the end chucking balls in the box, and their big lads were feeding it up. So, but again, tonight's a good positive to go into Saturday, and hopefully, you know, we can play a little bit better Saturday.
Yeah, Hyde come here on the back of 2 defeats and on the back of a season where they hardly won a game.
Massively important now you start the game Saturday without help against that. You know, they've got some decent players, and they're trying to play football, but like you say, the negativity that can be carried around Hyde at the moment must be there to feel. It can't not be after a heavy season last year.
We know from last year.
Yeah, I was just going to say that the way it pervades the whole place.
It's like when you go up a league and you get that momentum and you win a few games, but you know, coming here last year we were.
So we have to pay them respect to start with, and make sure that we're right in the faces, put them under pressure, and you know,
make it not easy for them to settle.
And then hopefully 1 or 2 characters are down already, and we can build on that and get the fans behind us.
And if you win Saturday, 6 out of the first 9, you've got to be happy with that. I would have thought when you've brought so many new players in.
Yeah, we'll you know, get Saturday out of the way, and hopefully if that scenario is the case, then you know, away at Boston, 2 home games, then you know, you probably would have taken 7. We probably could have had, you know, we're talking in hindsight here, we don't want to talk before we played hide and give them respect. So if we can do that, that'll be, like you say, a good comeback from the 3.
And then it doesn't get any easier. You've got Harrogate away the following week, so it's
they're up and down at the moment. But there's no easy games. You know, that was, you know, on paper people have said that was an easy game, but it wasn't. You know,
they were pretty decent.
They moved it very well. So there's never going to, we know that, don't we, from last season. There's never going to be any easy games. If you can win while you're not playing at your best, then you know, we need to get some momentum at home and get the fans behind us, and
brilliant
and they'll help us over the line on certain games. And if we can start to get our home form sorted out with the squad we've got, we'll inevitably be strong enough to win some points away from home. If we can make this a fortress and get 1,500 every week and right behind us, and the lads are dealing with it in the right way then mentally, and are able to accept that crowd is for them and not against them, and relax, then.
I thought the crowd were incredibly patient in a lot of ways.
Yeah, full credit to them. It was a difficult evening, and they sensed the nerves from the players, and that rubbed off onto them, and vice versa. So tough night. Everybody can relax now, and hopefully, you know, we can start to build.
Yeah. Any knocks for Saturday?
No, the changes were tactical more than anything, and just making sure that nobody did get any strains. You know.
Andy Mack's still going to be a couple of weeks, which is a blow to him and us, but. But you know, he is a new signing when he gets back, so that'll be a good sign.
Thursday out of the way, nice light session Thursday, and then we'll hopefully go with a fully fit squad and some more headaches on selections.
It must be a totally different situation to when you first arrived last December.
Good though.
I've never had a situation like this before from the previous clubs, never anything like that. So it's a good one. You can now look round and say, well, we can do that, we can do this, and we've unfortunately got to have some unhappy bodies sat on the bench, but you know, the lads that were involved were sat down there amongst it tonight and really getting behind everybody, so that's pleasing from our point, not to see them sat away from it all, but keeping involved, because like you say, next weekend we've got a double header that everybody will be involved in, so you have to keep yourselves mentally right and physically right.
And to be successful you need everyone, so more phone calls.
Thanks very much.
Cheers, thank you.